Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is in New York City at an event global citizen organizers say aims to end extreme poverty. He started with a meeting at the United Nations with Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley.
We're halfway to the deadline for the Sustainable Development Goals, and we have a lot of work to do still.
But back home, some in the Canadian international aid sector say they're surprised to see Trudeau at a high-profile conference on international human rights when the Liberals are set to scale back aid funding to some of the world's poorest countries by $1.3 billion.
Cut foreign aid by 15% for 1 year. There's consequences with your partners in the global south. There's consequences right here at home with Canadian aid sector who are pretty unhappy.
Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre also criticizing the trip in question period Wednesday, singing Frank Sinatra's New York, New York, while slamming Trudeau for not staying home during the federal public service strike.
He wants to be a part of it. New York, New York.
But Canada's ambassador to the U.S. says the trip is important for doubling down on U.S. investments in Canada.
Penetrating into the U.S. Media world, penetrating into the U.S. business community is much better done in person.
As International Development Minister Harjit Sajjan defends the Liberals' aid funding cut, he announced $195 million to expand the program supporting women's rights organizations around the world.
The mainline budget allows us to keep programs going. So, for example, no programs have been cut.
We spent extra significant amounts because of the pandemic, because of the war in Ukraine, because of what's happening in Afghanistan, what's happening elsewhere. So we spiked up tremendously, but the baseline continues to go.
Trudeau has been promoted by Global Citizen as one of the prominent figures at this event. He's set to make a keynote address on Friday, and he's expected to meet with the Council on Foreign Relations to speak about the importance of the critical mineral supply chain, the country's economic outlook, and Canada-U.S. relations on the heels of President Biden's visit to Ottawa last month. Donna?
All right, Neetu Garcha in New York City tonight. Thanks.